It gives me great pleasure to introduce week 17 of the Hastings report. Unfortunately, we've got a man down. Poor old Leon PETTIT, our ESFL veteran, has got the dreaded man flu. And we all know, gents, how bad that can be. So it's just me cracking through the results this week. So let's go straight over to the SCFL results. We got the Senior Sussex Cup. Uckfield were facing Bexhill. Uckfield went 2-0 up massively against the runner play, but Bexhill came back gloriously. 2 goals from Aaron Cook, Evan Archibald and Thomas Vickers won it for Bexhill. A great win. And in the FA Vars, we had Ascot United versus Little Common. It was a bridge too far for Little Common. Ascot United running out 4-0 winners. And a big shout out to Lewis Parson, I bumped into before the game. A good little run there for Little Common, coming to its end at Ascot. This Saturday's fixtures, the Bexhill return to the Polgrove again, Midhurst and Eastbourne. Mid-table clash. Midhurst may have one eye on a cup run. Hopefully Bexhill can take advantage of that. And Little Common travel to Broadbridge Heath. Could the Common make it 3 defeats in a row for stuttering Broadbridge? I certainly hope they can. Moving on to the MSFL. LiNFIELD 0, Hollington 2. No surprises there from a magnificent Hollington side. Paul Rogers and Lewis McGuigan getting the goals for Hollington. A big shout to goalkeeper Elliot Stokes, who won the man in the match for Hollington. By all accounts, a fantastic second half defensive display to deny LiNFIELD. And one of the crazy stats that's out there, it's been 900 minutes since they last conceded a goal. And that was on the 3rd of September against Westfield. We then move on to the massively informed side that is Battle Town. They travel to Rotherfield, winning 3-2. Though those boys are in white-hot form, they've done it, 3-2 winners, and they go second. Callum Thompson, Tristan Mayhew, and Matthew Harding won it for Battle. What a run of form. Sedlescombe Rangers, a great result here against mid-table Ringmer. They winning 2-1. Aidan Aspinall and Ben Gardner for Sedlescombe with Rice Taylor for Ringmer. What a result there from Sedlescombe. Nice to see. And then we move on to Westfield. Unfortunately, Westfield, they were 2-0 up. Then they let it slip a bit, did the Westies. Reigate were down to 10 men as well. Great spirit and fight from them. And a late own goal was heartbreak for Westfield. Harry Murphy and George Landas got the goals for Westfield. A real shame there. They missed out on an opportunity, but there's always next week. ESFL Prem, Bexhill Town 4, Hawkhurst United 0. Bexhill Town 8 points clear now. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the FA website. Their goals still not up, so my apologies. Other results in the ESFL Prem, Punnets Town 6, Robertsbridge United 1, 2 from Tristan Jarvis, 2 from Jamie Salvage, a goal from Mark Phillips and Casey Ham. With the goals for Punnets Town, with Robertsbridge's goal from Guy Ballard. Second place Punnets win again, cementing their place up there. And here's the result. Sidley United 4, St Leonard Social 3. Mark Funnell got 2. Matthew Dan, William Whittam getting the goals for Sidley. St Leonard Social's goals, Anthony Atkins, Che Davis and Adam Riley. They've got a few points of daylight now, Sidley United. Let's hope they can continue that down at the bottom. ESFL Division 1, Tackaway 5, Wadhurst 2, goals from Cale Hackos, who got a couple, Jordan Harley, 2 from Toby Page, undefeated Tackaway, miles ahead at the moment. That's it for Division 1. Obviously, all these results are affected by lots of cup games on, so not so many league games. So ESFL Division 2, Hollington Reserves 1, Sedlescombe Rangers Reserves 3. Well, the shock defeat for Hollington gives Sedlescombe some daylight at the bottom. They also, Sedlescombe saved an early penalty. 2 goals from Zach Boltwood and Oliver Tupney for Sedlescombe, with George Morton Devage getting the goal for Hollington Reserves. What a win for Sedlescombe Rangers. ESFL Division 3, Bexhill AAC's reserves 1, Parkfield 3. Marley Jesson getting 2 for Parkfield and 1 from Craig Fullerton, winning it for Parkfield. Parkfield cement their top 2 status with another win. Hastings Comets versus Crowhurst Reserves was postponed. Mountfield United 6, Westfield Thirds 2, Aaron Brindley with 2, Ben Waite with 2, Jordan Brindley and Edward Crowhurst getting the goals for Mountfield. Matt Connon and Ayrton Ellis getting the goals for Westfield. Winless Westfield remain bottom and it's not looking good. ESFL Division 4, Pass and Move Thirds 1, Hastings Athletic 3, 2 goals from Joseph Simeonian and a goal from Harley Glazier for Hastings Athletic. Pass and Move Thirds goal was from Lewis Selling. In the battle of the bottom clubs, Hastings get their first win of the season, but remain bottom by 4 points. That is ESFL Division 4. Now we move on to the cup games. So, first of all, ESFL Challenge Cup. Well, here we go. Crowhurst 15, Rockinore 0. Reece Johnson getting 6. Harry Lotes with 3. 1 from Jan Bailey. A goal from Dominic Clark, Sean Leonard, Aaron Scrace, the former Sidley boss, Wesley Tate and Carl Tomlin. A massive amount of goals there. So that's the ESFL Challenge Cup. So we move on to the Sussex Bluefin Junior Challenge Cup. Pass and Move 4. The Unicorn Bognor Regis Reserves 3. Pass and Move's goals from Curtis Coombs, Philip Hatch, Fraser Descali and John Joe Wright. Win it for Pass and Move. Continuing in the Bluefin Junior Cup, we've got Angmering 2, Ninfield 2, Joe Trigwell and Toby Pearce getting the goals from Ninfield. And then they won it 4-2 on penalties, did Ninfield. Great stuff as ever from Ninfield.
Nice, good penalty, mate.
This to go 2-1 up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good pen.
Good penalty.
Saved.
Saved. Yeah.
Good pen. Yeah, you're right. Good pen. Yeah.
Icklesham 0, Eastbourne Athletics 7. The less said about that, the better. It didn't look like Icklesham turned up there. Roderick Reserves 1, Bexhill Rovers 1, and Bexhill Rovers won it 5-4 on penalties. And that is the Junior Fin Cup. Anytime I don't mention goals, it's because they've not been put up yet. Moving on to the Macron Hastings Cup. We've got Northiam 75-0, Bexhill AAC's 4, Ben Barton with a hat-trick, and James McRae getting the goals for Bexhill. Sandhurst 3, Westfield Reserves 2. James found, well, he does find the net. He found a hat-trick for Sandhurst. And for Westfield, 2 goals by Stone Cold Asher Grindle. I did ask Asher what his goals were like. One of them, he says, is a 25-yard thunder bastard from the D of the box, mate. Hit on the bounce as it got back round the corner, top bins, post and in. Was genuinely a lovely goal. I'm sure it was. And the other one was a poacher's finish from a fine cross. Yeah, great to see Asher getting the goals there. Unfortunately, not enough to keep Westfield in the Macron Cup. Moving on to the ESFL Division 3-4 Challenge Cup. Hawkhurst United Reserves 3, Wellcroft Park Rangers Reserves 4, Benjamin Ackhurst with 2, Aaron Wright and an OG won it for Wellcroft. Continuing on in the Lower Division Cup, Burwash 2, Ticehurst 7, Ticehurst's goal, 2 from Finley Brown, 2 from Darren Nichols, a goal from Harvey Mascal, Joe Kennard, and Danny McGann for Ticehurst. The goals for Burwash from Lee Mansfield and Ruddy Skolaretis. There was also 2 reds in the second half in what was obviously quite a feisty affair. Drew Clifton seeing red for Burwash, and Ticehurst's Ollie Skilton doing the same. And that is the week that was. Unfortunately, again, the team of the week isn't up yet. So I'll see you next week.